For medical virtual assistant, you're doing everything online. You are going to be talking to them on the phone, handling documentation. You can work at night, you can work in the morning.
So right now you work with an international company?
Yes. You're getting paid in dollars, and when you convert it, obviously, right, depending on the employer, you can get paid as much as.
Okay, welcome to my channel. Thank you for collaborating with me. When I decided to start this series, one of the things I was worried about was that I was like, will I see a lot of nurses that are outside the bedside? Because the options were not looking very plenty in my head. But I was like, you know what, let me just start. And one day I was scrolling through YouTube. We posted about a day in my life at work, but you're going to a cafe and you're like on your laptop. I said,
That was on TikTok. I remember.
yes. So I was just like, wow, okay. Then I went through your page. I saw that you're a medical virtual assistant. Like, wow.
Yes.
I've not really heard about this before. It will be so interesting. That's why I decided to reach out to you. And thank you for honoring my invite.
Okay, thank you so much for also reaching out to me. I've always wanted to collaborate with healthcare professionals in different fields. I've always wanted to have this collaboration. So I also want to say thank you for reaching out to me too. And I'm happy to be here.
Introduce yourself. Give us your social media handles.
Okay. My name is Amara or Amarachi. I'm known on social media as veteran Nurse Amara. Right, that's my name across all my social media pages. Why I actually went for the remote part was because, well, first of all, the current state of Nigeria where we don't really get paid well, and I love money. I love money a lot, right? As the first daughter in an African home, you're expected to get your finances right. So obviously I was looking for different paths to make extra money, and yeah, I went online and I saw like different options. I saw that a lot of people in other countries were doing this telemedicine stuff, and I was really interested. And I also love tech, right? And since I love tech, I just also like, I didn't want like drift totally from healthcare. I wanted something that I could do online but also in healthcare. I came across telemedicine on LinkedIn, and that was how everything started. And I'm a very curious person. I read about it, went on YouTube to watch videos, and yeah, I picked up the interest, applied, and thankfully I was hired the first few times I applied. So yeah.
Oh, wow, that's so nice. So which school did you finish from?
I went to Babcock University.
Wow. How was it?
Well, I wouldn't say my school was actually very bad. I feel like I actually liked my time in school, to be honest. I mean, people have different experiences, but I was more of an introverted person. So maybe that's why I didn't really expect so much. A lot of people wanted the social life, going out. For me, I was already like, I don't really like I said before, I don't really like a very busy environment. And also I am also a Seventh-day Adventist, so that made it very easy for me to actually cope in the school, do you understand, with the rules and everything. Yeah,
I actually get you so much in that part that you said you're an introvert. Man, I know how people paint private school to look like, oh my god, you guys are not really having fun, you're not doing much. I'm like, that's what I want.
Yeah, like everybody doesn't have to be the very, very extroverted, life of a party. Yeah, I'm still a life of a party sometimes, but I love my peace of mind very, very well. So yeah.
Did you work at the bedside after school?
Yes, I did.
How was that experience for you?
Different hospitals, different experiences. I worked in different hospitals. Majorly, it was good. I mean, there are different units in the hospital. For some units, I did not like it. Like, I just love surgery. That's the only thing that I really like, surgery. Aww. Yeah, I don't like the whole going to patients. I did not enjoy. I'm so sorry to anybody that I did not enjoy it a bit. So yeah, I did work, but generally it was just but I'm more passionate about being a scrub nurse.
So you started researching about virtual assisting.
Yeah.
How did you say you found it?
Oh, it was on LinkedIn, right? And then YouTube, because with the curiosity, I went to YouTube I didn't have any mentor or anything, so I went there to go watch videos of people. Yeah, so that's how I got into it.
I feel like you're the first medical virtual assistant as a nurse in Nigeria.
Well, I wouldn't know if there are other ones.
No, I think from my research, I even went further to check. I'm like, do we have anybody in this field? I'm not really seeing anybody, except someone who's just doing it behind the scenes. But like, you're the
Yeah.
first person to put yourself out there, and that is so nice. I made a video with an occupational health nurse, and someone in the comment section was saying that, this kind of job, you will need connection to get it. So what you're saying is that you just went on LinkedIn, you did your research, and you applied and you found it.
Yeah, but don't come out and paint a perfect picture like everything just went. No, I actually applied and applied and applied and applied. You have to be consistent because I also got no's. And considering the fact that I am in Nigeria, right? Most people didn't want to. They want not that they didn't want to work with Nigerians. They want people who are used to the US healthcare system. Right, like you need to know some things, you need to know about the taxes, you need to know about insurance, and like a lot of things involved. So yeah, I got a lot of no's too, but I still got yes. So you have to be consistent if you want to tread this path.
After you applied, was your CV different? Did you have to like rearrange your CV? You're a nurse and you have like a
Yeah.
particular type of CV. So was it different?
My CV was definitely obvious. I'm not going to use the same nursing CV for telemedicine. Some people want people that actually have experiences, right? When I started, I didn't have any experience, but I did this ALX course, so I got to know about working. Yeah, I took the course actually because then it was very fair. Everybody was talking about it. So the experiences I got, like all the assignments that I used, I added them to my CV as part of my experience, even on my portfolio. Because some people require portfolio, they need to know that you've done this thing in the past.
What is medical virtual assistant?
There's a difference between virtual assistant and medical virtual assistant. The virtual assistant, you're helping somebody manage their day-to-day activities. Like I could just wake up one day and say that I need someone to help me handle my emails, handle my tasks, like just relieve everything so that I can, be sane. And I go ahead and hire someone. The person I hired is my assistant. And because they work remotely, they are my virtual assistant. Right. For medical virtual assistant, you're doing everything online, but everything that you do is for just the hospital. It could be the clinics, it could be so maybe a doctor, like helping the doctor with every administrative aspect of healthcare. Everything that you do in the hospital, you're doing it as a medical virtual assistant. The only difference is that you don't have any direct contact with a patient.
That was actually such a clear explanation. Like, are you sure you were not going to teaching? See how you broke it down. That's so nice. So what do medical virtual assistants do?
Oh, okay. So medical virtual assistant, like I said, everything they do is online. Number one, that's all you need to know. Like virtual is online, but everything they do is pertaining to the hospital. You are helping with documentation. They are helping with EHR management. You are helping with scheduling patients. You are also going to be talking to patients directly on the phone. So you are doing every single thing that you do at the hospital, but the administrative aspect of it. Do you understand? Like you don't have any direct contact with patient. Like when I mean direct contact, I mean like body. Yeah, but you are going to be talking to them on the phone. You're going to be like handling documentations. You're going to like do basically everything that you do at the hospital with them, but everything will be over the phone.
Thank you. Since medical virtual assistant is virtual and you're doing it remotely, that means you can work with companies outside the country, right?
Yes, of course. Those are even the best people to work with. Because why would you want to work with, leave the hospital here in Nigeria and still, nah. Wow. No. So those are the people, those are our target audience. Do you understand? Because there's money in there's money. There's money, yeah. Wow.
So these international organizations, you also found them on the LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's why I tell people, please take LinkedIn. If you don't get anything out of this video, take LinkedIn seriously. You get a lot. I mean, like on TikTok, on Instagram, you can get brands reaching out to you, just be like just collaboration or something, or PR or something. But on LinkedIn, you will get the most results. You work with a lot of people. You have the opportunity to bring yourself out to the world. You can work with like any kind of organization, even UN, WHO. Depending on how you package yourself, how you brand yourself properly on that app, that's like the best app ever, to be honest. So yeah, everything's on LinkedIn. Go on LinkedIn, go and create a profile on LinkedIn. Yeah.
That's nice. So right now you work with an international company.
Yes.
How is it going?
It's going very well. I mean, financially, it's way better. I'll always speak about that. Like financially, it's way better. There are ups and downs because there are things that they expect you to have, like basic, like the most important things that they expect you to have. But yeah, it's very okay. You can do contract roles, right? You can work full time. You can have time for yourself. You can work at night. You can work in the morning. So depending on your employer or whoever you work with, or even the agency you work for, yeah.
Are there certifications that you need that will make you stand out when you want to apply for jobs? Since you mentioned that it's a virtual thing,
Yeah.
I think computer competence is something that's
Very important. Very important. Right now, people reach out to me. I don't submit my CV anymore, my resume anymore, because I have branded myself out there. I've made myself visible to founders and people that may want to work with me. At the beginning, yeah, they will ask you for certifications, especially if you are going in like for the first time. You need to let people know that you actually have done all these things. Since you don't have like so much experiences, you need to go and learn how to use EMR, that's the electronic health records and medical records. Like you need to know all those things. You also need to have a basic course on working online as a virtual assistant so that you can know some things required. And you need to also learn medical terminology because you need it. If you already have a knowledge of that, you don't need to necessarily take a course, right? But if you don't, just take a course and add it. You need to get the HIPAA certificate. That's the one guiding for the privacy laws, because it's very important to them. Privacy, like confidentiality, everything is very important to them. So these are just the basic certifications, not so much. It's just, yeah, anything anybody can take.
okay.
Yeah.
So how do we get this HIPAA certificate? How do we get the you mentioned another one.
EHR,
Yes,
the
EMR, and then the basic training
yeah.
on medical virtual assisting. How do we get those?
There's some agencies that actually give like special training on the certificates, but you can get them on Coursera too. Got mine from Coursera. Yeah, you can get them on Coursera. There, you have a lot of courses there relating to medical administration and how to work online, healthcare administration. Like take all the courses, not all of them, anyways, but take the most important one that I just mentioned now.
These ones you mentioned, they are more like professional certificates. So what about on a personal level? What would you advise someone that wants to go into virtual assisting? Like even speaking, the way you speak, like I said, you speak fluently. You're communicating like with ease. So did you work on yourself or were you always like this? Or even computer skills too?
Okay, about the computer skills, I feel like I've always like known how to always had basic knowledge of computer because I love tech a lot. I always just like take courses on tech before, even while I was in school. For the communication is very important. I would advise on a personal level that you either get a guide, because I have a guide on how to become a medical virtual assistant or how to work remotely in telemedicine. And you can also go for trainings. There are agencies that do trainings, right? Or also your employer can decide to train you. That's the good thing about working with people outside of Nigeria. They actually want to train you, right? If you get into a good space, they will want to train you, or you can go for your own personal training with other agencies.
Okay. Building a LinkedIn profile. Imagine you're an employer now. Are those basic things that you want to see on someone's profile for you to say, okay, let me reach out to this person?
First of all, I always used to say, do things that you want people to see. Let me phrase it very well. Like, for instance, I am an employer and I go to someone's page, right? These are the things that I want to see. These are the things I would not want to see. These are the kind of people that I would want to hire. These are the kind of people I would not want to hire, especially even in content creation. So you go to some people's pages, you see that, no, I cannot work with this person because maybe all they do is dance. They don't talk about what I have. So always put your employers in your shoes. Would they want to see you post something like this online? Would they want to see this kind of information online? Do you understand? Oh, that's what I always tell people in all your social media, like put them in your shoes. So if you're going on LinkedIn, you have to be very, very strategic, right? You're not going to go on LinkedIn and just be posting because every other person. I see a lot of people do that. You have to be very, very strategic about your post and also about your connections. Imagine I want to work across the continents, maybe for United States, Canada, Australia, and I'm now going to be connecting and be hanging on somebody's page that is in Nigeria. How would the other people find me? Do you understand? When you want to build connections on LinkedIn, go for the people you want to work for. Go to their page, go and connect with them, go and like their posts, go and comment on their posts. Like, just show them that you are trying to make yourself visible to them. Don't go and attach yourself to a fellow Nigerian. That person will not give you a job. Do you understand? That's how I always tell people. They will not give you a job. On LinkedIn, you see that people always fight for followers. They want followers. That's not how it works. I have just 1,000 followers. I'm very strategic about the people that I follow and connect with. I'm not connecting with a fellow Nigerian because you're not doing anything for me. I'm not saying it's bad. You can still connect for visibility, but you're not doing, and you're not going to hire me and pay me in dollars, are you? Right? And I'm not going to be doing follow for follow, like for like. No, I'm going to go ahead and go to the people that I want directly. If it's something like a post about healthcare, give an intelligent comment that they will want to respond to. Go to their DMs, like introduce yourself. Even if you don't want a job, just tell them that, oh, okay, I just want to introduce myself, connect with you, and I love, like, just make them, it's not about you on LinkedIn, it's about them. Do you understand? Just make them feel special. Everybody wants to feel like seen or heard. Just make them feel special. I want to connect with you. I like what you do. Do you understand? That's how you build connection. Like, be strategic in everything that you do, and also learn how to use keywords. There's something called SEO, that's search engine optimization. Like, you have to apply it throughout your LinkedIn post so that if somebody searches you, or maybe say somebody searches medical virtual assistant, your page will be one of those to pop up. Do you understand? So you have to be very, very strategic about LinkedIn. Use your about section, talk about yourself, be interesting. And I always tell people, don't do things on a surface level. Nobody wants to be attached to anyone who does things on a surface level. Anything you want to learn in this life, make sure you go deep into it. If you want to learn about hair, don't just go and learn how to put it down. Go inside, like, learn the coloring, learn how to fix it, like, learn every single thing about it. It makes you an interesting person to talk to because you always have like things to talk about. So when you go to your about section, make yourself interesting. Make sure that your experience section is filled with the things that you've done. Don't just write, I worked at this. These are the things that you did. So for my experience section, what I usually use is the XYZ method. I did this with this to achieve this. For me, my own headline right now is I help healthcare professionals transition online, build profitable digital skills, and show up confidently. So that's my own headline. So when you're going to attract people, you have to write exactly what you do. Like, what am I coming to your page to do? What do you have for me? Do you understand? Those are the things that you need to consider. It's not just about waking up and posting. You can post all year long and not attract anybody. You have to be very strategic in everything that you do.
You're punching us in all like that. Okay, I want to know when you made the decision to switch, because you said you worked at the bedside. Was it like a year after, or was it while you were working, or did you like just resign and say, okay, let me start looking for what to do?
Actually, a very funny experience. So I moved from where I was paid well to a state where I wasn't paid well. I got into the hospital one day to apply for a job. A doctor at the hospital, I'm not going to say the name of the hospital, but it's in my state, Abia State, looked at me and said, oh, you have an interesting portfolio, resume, you went to this school, this, that he pays nurses there 35,000 naira, but because of me, it's going to pay me 50,000 naira.
Inserts.
I said I cannot spend my time, my energy going to school to study only for me to be. I said no, I can't do this.
And this was like how many years ago?
Like, I transitioned online fully last year. So all of these things happened between 2023 and 2024. I said no, I cannot. This is an insult to my brother.
There was a day I was telling someone that there are nurses that are still being offered peanuts, like as small as 30K, 35, 40K. The person was like, it's a lie, it's unbelievable. Like, I say, hey, and this was even years ago.
Till now, they still do it.
Till now. No.
So I said,
we need to.
Yeah.
No. And I love that nurses are really coming out of that.
Yeah, everybody is now looking for. Yes.
Mm.
When I made the decision, anyways, my family, like, they were bothered, like, why would I leave health? I said, that's not the reason. I'm still in healthcare, right? But because
Yes.
I studied something, how will I feed? How will I, with 50,000 naira a month? That's not the reason. I can't do this. I have to look for other ways to make money. In as much as I'm very passionate about healthcare, I'm also very passionate about making money. Do you understand? Like, money is very very important.
Very key.
Yes, very important.
How has moving to this field, medical virtual assistant, how has it impacted your overall well-being, your financial well-being, physical, mental, every area?
Okay, financial is way better. I've said it all over. Like,
The way your cheeks are. Your cheeks are
it's very I can literally afford to buy anything I want to buy because you're getting paid in dollars, and when you convert it, obviously, right? So I can, like, it's way better. And also, depending on the people, your employer, you can get paid as much as $15 per hour, right? You can get paid 10, 12, like, also depending on how efficient that you are. But if you work for agencies too, they may not really pay you that much, but if you work directly, they'll pay you.
Sorry, like, how many hours do you work in a typical day?
8 hours. You can do 8 hours, can do 12 hours. It depends on your contract. And if you want contracted roles too, if you want 8 hours, 12 hours, if you want full-time roles, so that way you have to work for 40 hours a week. Do you understand? So it fully depends on that. Mentally, I think everything is still like the same. I wouldn't say like it made me worse or it made me I have to overthink, because number one, I feel like I already had the skills to work online, right? I know how to communicate very well, which is one of the most important things that it's not negotiable. If you don't know how to talk, I'm sorry, you may not be able to do well here. They can lay you off immediately. And then secondly, I'm already a night crawler. So yeah, it was easy for me to transition because I work at nights mostly. I still use the time in the morning to, do whatever I want to do. So for me, I don't think there are like any much changes. It's still almost the same thing for my life. Yeah.
Me, I like sleep. This one that you mentioned, night.
Yeah, but you don't have to actually work at night too. There are different schedules.
Working at night is due to the time difference, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I understand that part. What does a day in your life look like? You say you work at night. That's different for the typical Nigerian nurse. So just like a typical day, just tell us what it looks like.
I usually start around 8 p.m. at night. Usually around that time I get calls or I have to do some documentation, right? So it may not be that I have to work with the patients directly at exactly the same time. They could start by 10 p.m. but my work typically starts by 8 p.m. at night. Then I do documentations. It's just like taking over from your patient, from other people, right? So you have to take over, know about the patient that you're going to talk to, like impute their document. The people you have to talk to, you have to call them on the phone to schedule appointments if you need to schedule an appointment with them. Then I take short breaks too, because obviously there'll be breaks too for you to have a time of your own. And then I continue, like everything just revolves around documenting, scheduling patients. That's the part. I don't do insurance yet. I just do more of documentation, scheduling patients, talking to patients on the phone, and making sure that they got their appointment right, like everything is okay, right? Sometimes I close early, like depending on the time. I close around 4 a.m, but at most I've spent is like 8 a.m in the morning.
Wow, that's nice. And it's nice to know that if they are keeping me longer, they are paying me more.
The good thing about it is that, let me even give you a good side of it. They will pay you, like if a patient actually says, I like this person that I'm working with, or I like this person I spoke to, they can give you like bonuses for that. Yeah, you can get like 100k, 200k a month bonus for that. They need they just need to know that you know how to talk to patients. Do you understand?
Wow.
It's very, very important. They need to know that you know how to talk to patients. That I said, communication skill is non-negotiable, and time management too, as well. It's non-negotiable. So when a patient like complains about you a lot, that's when they can decide to lay you off. But if not, they will compensate you very, very well. Like that's the good thing about working for, other countries. So they will compensate you. You actually work and see the worth of your money. You may not be like those in the United States where they get paid $40 an hour, but if you're working from Nigeria, you're still going to get the worth of your money. Do you understand?
And I can imagine you now moving abroad. The transition is going to be so seamless.
I'm already used to the system. I don't even know if I will go back, or I don't know for now anyways, but I really enjoy working online. It's very, very nice, and I have time of my own. I can choose my own hours. Like everything is just very peaceful. Nobody's shouting at you. Nobody's speaking to you rudely. Like there's total respect. Do you understand? There's respect. Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people were like, hey, so this thing exists so you can do this as a Nigerian. Okay. So nurses that are inspired by what you just said now, give a word of advice to them.
So I would advise that you, like I said, in as much as it's very, like, it looks very good to work online, like the idea of it sounds very nice. I want to work online. You need to actually make sure that it's actually something that you want to do, right? And also you need to make inquiries more. You need to do your own research, and you need to make sure you have the basic soft skills, because those are very, very important. If not, you will not cope well, especially regarding speaking to people, because it's very, very important. This is a place where you actually work and make the words of your hard work. This is a place where you actually work and make the words of your hard work. Do you understand? Like you work and gain money, like a lot of money, if depending on how good you are. So yeah, it's very, very, it's something that everybody would want to do because the pay is very good. So whatever you're going to do, make sure that it's actually a choice, because you have to sacrifice something to get something, right? For the bedside, I don't know, maybe if you can combine and do contract, that's fine. If you want to leave and do full-time, that's fine, but I'm not asking you to leave bedside though, but it has to be a decision. Also, take courses online. Like I said, you need to be skilled to be able to work here. You need to be well equipped, well skilled in this area. And yes, it's very, very profitable. Very, very profitable. Don't listen to anything anybody says online. To be honest, you would really, really love it. You would really, really love it. So there's no point going to school, studying so hard, passing 5 years only to be paid 30k, 60k salary, 70k. No, please, if you can, come over. If you know you're very good, come over. One last thing, please. I also have a guide for those of you who may want to go on this path. So you can always get my guide.
You have a product?
Yes, I do have a product.
Okay. Advertise.
It's yet to be released, but I have a Telegram group where you can join a wait list and wait for when it's like fully launched. So the product is just like I described every single thing because I've been working on it for like 2 months. I talk about every single thing from the type of headsets to use, like communication tools, the type of certificates to get, like every single thing you need to know about telemedicine and working online as a virtual assistant, whether as a doctor, because even doctors work as medical virtual assistants. So every single thing that you need to know about it, every single thing is described there. Like all the questions that people have asked me in the past too, I've written everything and answered every single thing. So just join the wait list, and very soon, before the end of this month, it will be released.
Well, thank you for creating that. That already shows that you want to help nurses, and I am big on that. I'm very, very big on that. Thank you so much for being on my channel. I really, really appreciate.
Hopefully we get to work together again in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I'm open for more collaboration. And thank you for having me. This is actually a very nice profile, because I went through your profile and you're doing great. Like, you're really helping like nurses. To be honest, nobody has the time to be doing all of the videos that you do, and to be honest, you're doing very, very well. I even watched one of your videos on how to study hard as a nurse and pass. You graduate in first class. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of people we'll work with, like very intelligent. That's very good. Like, thank you so much for the videos that you release. If I have a younger one, I will always direct them to your videos so that they can watch, regardless of their whatever field they are in, so they can learn how to pass exams. It's very important. So, thank you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also subscribe to Nurse Amara's channel. Follow her, get her products, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Bye.